Game number 45. This is my preview for Montreal at Ottawa, the first meeting of the season between these two teams. Hey, everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to the channel. All right, so we got a second game of back-to-back games. Montreal beat, who did we play last night? New Jersey Devils in it was a great game last night. Very tight game all the way through, pretty much. And Montreal came out on top in regulation. So I don't think they haven't won back-to-back games, like literally back-to-back games, 2 nights in a row this season. They managed to win the second game of back-to-backs once, I think, this season. So I'm hoping for a second time, and I know I probably overused this lately, but it could be a trap game for Montreal. Now Montreal's not in a playoff position, but they're a better team than Ottawa, higher up in the standings a little bit. And I don't know. I don't have a good feeling here for this game for Montreal. So we'll see if that works out. I'll give you my reasons why. I've got the stats for the game. I've got the Montreal's lineup. Hopefully it's the right one. And the guess the score contest, guess the score of the game and the first goal scorer of the game. And you can pick that guy from either team. And if you're the first person in the comments with that guess, you would win the $10 prize directly into your bank account via Interact. We had a winner last night. Sufka won with that 3-2 guess, and Slavkovsky getting the first goal. So best of luck to everybody that's making a guess. I'll give you mine right now. Despite what I just said about Ottawa, I'm going for a 4-3 overtime win for Montreal. I think it's going to be a tight game. And if they're going to win, it's probably going to be in overtime. So I'm going 4-3. Montreal in OT, Suzuki getting the first goal. Last night Slav and Cole got goals. It's Nick's turn. He's going to get the first one. All right. What have I got for you? Sens are the last NHL team that the Habs have haven't played. I don't know what I'm saying. So they haven't played them yet. This is the first meeting, and it's the last team. So, it'd be interesting. They also only played them 3 times this year as opposed to 4 the last few years. So goaltending's been a problem and a big problem for Ottawa. So you kind of know the Habs are going to get goalie tonight because that seems to be how it happens. So Korpisalo, the Sens starter, and I expect that he'll be the starter tonight, is last in the NHL in goals saved above expected. That's this here. So you can see they're like minus 20 in goals saved above expected, whereas if you look at Montreal, they are the opposite. Like they got plus 15 in goals saved above expected, with Monty being top 10 in the league actually right now with that. So it all points to Montreal probably kicking ass today, but, Ottawa's kind of got our number. They beat us all 4 games last year. It seems like it's always a difficult game when they play Ottawa. They're in Ottawa, so they're on the road. I mean, these are all things that kind of point to this probably being a trap game for Montreal. Caden Primo will make the start tonight, which is what I thought would happen. It makes sense because of the 3 games they had this week. This is the easiest game you got to figure, although it might not end up being that way, right? I fully expect Jake Allen will make the start in Boston on Saturday, or it'll be Monty. I mean, if it were me, I'm going with Monty, but Allen had a really good, solid game last time, and I don't see why they would take him out of the rotation. So unless they trade him, so we'll see what happens with that. Nick Suzuki, I guess, was asked at some point about his line. So this is what he has to say about his line. We want to be like McDavid's line, McKinnon's line. Let's see. We want to be those guys that are go-to guys for offense and playing big minutes. And it's nice that we get to do that together and grow together. I think our past 2 games against 2 of the best players in the world shows we can play with these guys, and defensively, definitely gives us confidence. Yeah, I'm not showing my good reading skills, am I? So you can see that the play that they've, since Slav has been on the line, you can see the confidence it's given them. They're, I believe, still a top 10 line in the league already, and they're just going to grow together into what I think is going to be a top 3 line in the next couple of seasons. But they'll be a top 3 line in this league. As long as they stick together, and I don't see why they'd break them up. So, all right, that's all the news I got for you. But we got the game. So this is the game. The 19-18-7 Montreal Canadiens. They're one game over 500 now against the 15-24-0 Ottawa Senators. How to watch this game. Start time is 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. In the Habs region, TSN 2 in English, RDS in French, and Sens region, TSN 5 in English, and RDS in French. Streaming ESPN Plus, RDS, and TSN, and also on Sportsnet, where I'm going to watch it. And I think when they don't list it there, it's because they know it's the worst of these streaming services. They're horrible. I hate them, but that's what I got. Season series, haven't played yet, so they're playing tonight. They'll be in Montreal January 23rd, and they'll be back in Ottawa on April 13th, which is that's the third to last game of the season because the 15th and the 16th, they're playing Detroit to end the season. Last 10 games, Montreal's 4-4-2. They won their last 2 against 2 good teams. And if you go back 3, they lost in overtime to Edmonton. Was a really good game. So 3 of their last games have been against top teams, and they've played them extremely well. Now they're playing a shitty team. We'll see what we get because they oftentimes play down to the shitty teams and kind of look past them, I think. Senators are 3-7-0. They just lost their last game to Colorado, who we beat. But if you see there, they beat San Jose. We did not. I don't know if that means anything, but we'll see what happens in the game today. Home and away. Montreal's away. They're 10-11-0 on the road. And the Senators are 11-11 at home. So, I mean, there definitely can be had. The refs tonight, not very good. Furman South and Ghislain Hébert. When Ghislain Hébert is out there, it's usually not very good. We'll see how that goes tonight. You can see Ghislain Hébert's record. Not great with Montreal over the last few seasons, but neither is Furman South. Montreal's a crappy team the last couple of years. Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't think so in this case. And we all know the refs suck. So, Atlantic standings, top to bottom. Boston, Florida, Detroit. And look who slid down into 4th. Toronto. I hate those guys. Tampa Bay, Montreal, Buffalo, and then Ottawa bringing up the rear, which is what I expect them to do for the rest of the season. NHL standings, bottom 10. Montreal's moved up from 8th to 9th. So top to bottom there, Coyotes, Habs, the Blues, the Sabres, the Wild, the Jackets, the Ducks, Senators, Blackhawks, and Sharks. Tail of the tape. Scoring chances for percentage, 44.8 for Montreal, 29th, 46.4 for the Senators, 25th, so not that much better. Goals per game, 2.70 for Montreal, 28th, 3.33 for Ottawa, 9th. So they are scoring. I mean, they're top 10 in scoring, so this could be a problem. Goals against per game, 3.32 for Montreal, 23rd, 3.77 for the Senators, 31st. So they're giving up a lot of goals. Power play percentage, 18.9% for Montreal, 19th, and 16.6% for the Sens, 24th. So we got a better power play than they do, but not by a ton. PK percentage, 72.7%, 29th for Montreal, 71.7% for the Senators, 31st. So it's very close. And I circled there the head-to-head last season. We were 0-4-0, and they were 4-0-0. Yeah, this could give you some, worry about whether we're going to win this game on a back-to-back night where the Senators didn't play last night. Yeah, I'm worried about this game as far as them pulling it out. Face-off percentage, Montreal, 53.7, 5th. They're dropping a little bit. I told you since when Devo got hurt that number is going to drop, and it has. Not by a lot, but it's dropped a little bit. 50.8% for the Sens, 12th in the league. Shots on goal 4 and shots on goal allowed. The allowed, 33.8 for Montreal, 31.3 for the Sens. And shots on goal 4 per game, 28.5 for Montreal, 32.7 for the Sens. So you can see the Sens, they kind of, a little bit better in that category than us. Players to watch over the last 5 games. Points. Cole Caulfield with 6. Nice to see Caulfield or Suzuki up on the top of that list in points. Brady Tkachuk with 7 for the Sens. Goals. Caulfield with 3. And Claude Giroux also with 3. Assists. Matheson with 4. Brady Tkachuk with 5. And plus minus, Sean Monahan at plus 4. And Ridley Grieg, plus 5. Team leaders. Goals, Caulfield 14, and Brady Tkachuk has 18. Points, Nick Suzuki with 37, and Claude Giroux with 38. Average time on ice, Matheson 25-18, Thomas Chabot 23-40 when he's not hurt. Wins, Sam Montembeault now with 10, and Korpisalo with 8. Sens scoring, top 5. Claude Giroux leads the way, 13 goals, 25 assists, 38 points, and he's even. Tim Divers Stutzle is 7 goals, 31 assists, 38 points, minus 5. I thought I saw people bragging about how he's going to have 100 points this year. He's the greatest thing since sliced bread in Ottawa, but I don't know. I don't see that. He had less points than last year because he's a freaking diver. Brady Tkachuk, 18 goals, 16 assists, 34 points, minus 7. Batherson, 16 and 18 for 34 points, minus 5. And Tarasenko, 10 and 18, 28 points, plus 9. Montreal's top 5 in scoring. Suzuki leading the way, 12 goals, 25 assists, 37 points, minus 11. Caulfield, 14 goals, 19 assists, 33 points, minus 3. Matheson's next, 6 and 25, 31 points, minus 9. Monahan, 11 and 16 for 27 points, and a minus 5. And Slavkovsky, 6 goals, 11 assists, 17 points, and a minus 7. Points are starting to come. I keep saying that, but still slow on the points. Goalie comparison. Monty is not starting tonight, but Korpisalo is, I think. 8-15-0, 3.70 goals against, and an 8.84 save percentage. Caden Primo has been confirmed to be starting tonight, and in 9 games, he's 4-4-1 with a 3.13 goals against and a 9.05 save percentage. And then we get to the forward lines. These are from last night. I don't know why they would change. They've been playing well unless there's an injury we don't know about. First line, Suzuki, Caulfield, Slavkovsky. Second line, Monahan, Roy, and Armia. Third line, Evans, Harvey Pinard, and Gallagher. And fourth line is Stevens, Pizzetta, and Ullinen. And the D pairings, Gouli and Matheson, Struble and Savard, and Harris and Barron. And if they move someone out of the bottom there, Kovacevic will take the place of either Harris or Barron if they make a change there. And that's it. That's all I got for you. Don't forget, leave a guess for the Guess the Score contest down on the bottom there. As I said, mine was 4-3 in overtime, Montreal, and Nick Suzuki getting the first goal. Best of luck to everybody in that. We had a winner last night. Let's see if we can get another winner tonight. And that's about it. Let me know what you think about all that in the comment section. Give a thumbs up, and I'll see you tonight at 7 for the hangout, and the post game will be right after the game. And yeah, that's it. So thanks everybody for watching. Have a great afternoon, and I'll see you at game time. Till then, stay safe out there. Peace out, and I'll see you later. Ciao, everybody.